Hello, beautiful humans. Moment of silence together. So we will be silent together, and then I will deliver a message accordingly. Yeah, so if you would like to be a part of this, I would just invite you to take a breath with me or pause it and save it for later. The now moment that is the perfect time for you, or when you know that it's now and it might not feel perfect, you might feel a little bit of resistance, but meeting yourself in that resistance always is a glorious space to be. So save this for later, and then you can come back to it when you, maybe if you're driving or if you're at work or something. Please share this with others. This is for the highest trajectory timeline of the collective. And because of the collective, also an individual path for the highest and best good of all through the divine will of Mother, Father, God, in the innocence that we are, the divine child that we all are, alive on this earth. Just witnessing what is moving through your body. Pure observation. Feeling into your body. Discovering where you're holding tension. Maybe with a soft, gentle reminder is it's okay to soften. It's okay to safety and release. We are safe. We are held. What I'm seeing and what I'm hearing is like the checks and balances. Like I can just hear like the timestamp, the checks, the balances, the ringing of the bell, the like a time in, time out clock. Just like all of this kind of noise in a system. That when we let that go, and the full remembrance that our abundance was our divine birthright, the wealth, I'm just seeing like golden, it's just golden rays, golden, but there's blocks. It's like dense gold, shining. And so I want to say glow and gold, the wealth, the abundance. It's always been ours. It was ours at birth. We're claiming it now. Yes, yes, yes. I receive. Ora kuranya kuraksino kamaniatisi akra moakaniakastenia mania ayanuakinimina tinawa monoa aresi anamoa kanana astanemuaknini alarau oana moraya wayatisi aya. I see the old system as if because we've lived in kind of the checks and balances, the guilty until proven innocent, that we forget that our divine birthright is innocence. We forget that innocence is our nature. It's our purest form of all that we are. And that even in our lifetimes, we receive the ideas that for some we allow to imprint on us of feelings of guilt or feelings of shame, feelings of not being innocent, feelings of not being worthy. We are removing those. They have been removed. We have felt the release within our systems. And remembrance of our divinity, our divine codes that are ours, that are in our DNA. It doesn't take a system to tell us otherwise. We know, we remember, we claim it. Our frequency speaks. Who we are speaks without words. The presence within our being is all we need. That is our checkmate. That is our divine inheritance. That is our why. The purest essence of our being alive. I feel grass underneath my feet, like my feet have touched the earth. grounded, fully anchored. Going through and through and through. Recognizing the spaces where we still, Jennifer can speak from this honestly, I held on to fear of being fully me and being fully present, and that it might upset somebody, or that it might disrupt the norm, the system. It may cause friction, and I have experienced that. But it also was part of my journey to build resilience, to build internal strength of, if being me and speaking my truth offends anyone, I'm willing to say, why does this offend? Let's dismantle that wall, because of course, when we realize that we're all the sacred messengers at 11:11, we are willing to work with one another. But obviously both parties must be willing to go there with one another. And I was witnessing a beautiful friend of mine. I love you very much, and I thank you for your role in my life, your space in my life. He isn't afraid he's not afraid to be himself fully. And I was just watching him, like, he isn't even worried if he makes somebody mad. He's not worried if he offends somebody. And while I see there are a drastic array of actions that we can take in that, mine specifically is just speaking my truth about the way something feels or something resonates within my body. And in those words, like my actions, I'm very aware that my actions are out of love and kindness. But if I say something that, like I said, offends somebody, I, for so long, kind of held that in, and not living in fear of that anymore has been miraculous. And then, like I said, bearing witness to somebody who put that in action, and to demonstrate it, and also see where they're so loved and they're so supported. And so it can be both. It can be both, where the strength, the authority, the sovereignty, the courage and the dedication and the resilience, the bravery and the humbleness. And then while that is happening, also the abundance, the prosperity, the success, the being truly blessed to be a blessing and to help others is a declaration. It is a claiming. It is our birthright. It is why it was ours from birth. It's just the remembrance of, oh my gosh, I've kept myself from this for so long. Why? and so you got to hand it to the old, because it was designed quite well. It was designed quite beautifully. So as we dismantle the old, we allow it to wash out of our systems. And as the waves of people begin to wake up, the remembrance is our divine innocence. Through and through, we are all innocent. We are all loved. We are all blessed. We are all worthy of it all. And the journey home to remembrance, to full recovery of the being and the essence of the soul embodied, is the rightful space. It is I'm just hearing check. I'm just hearing like, whether we look at it like check mark or receiving the checks, receiving the wealth, receiving the abundance, receiving everything that we've been working so hard for. It's time. It's now. I was speaking to a friend, and I just said, the bank, the fountain of youth, the city of gold, the treasure. It's right here. It's right here. And when we remember that within us, within who we are, everything organizes itself in our external world to reflect that for us. And that's why this work is so important, because for me to have both, to receive the blessings and to be a blessing, goes hand in hand. And you don't have to have, or you don't have to settle for one or the other. And I feel like because of the kind of check, click, old way, we've had this maybe imprint or belief system that you had to either be one and climb the corporate ladder and strive and do all these things and kind of step on people to get to the top, or you had to be here where you were just humble without very much money and you were grateful to be alive, and that's just how it was. And I'm just like that is gone. It is gone. It is gone. And now both can be here. We are here, and it's such a magical place to be, where I can be blessed, I can be grateful, and I own my abundance, I own my wealth, I own my sovereignty, my authority, I own who I am, I know who I am. And yeah, so I hope this message finds you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for receiving me. And thank you for sticking around. I am Jennifer Renee. This is Within by Jen. It's within each and every one of us. It always, always has been. I would invite you to follow my other social media links. I will leave all of those below. If you would like to work one-on-one, I will leave the work with me tagline, not a tagline, the click space. I will leave that below as well. I will also leave my website if you'd like to go look around there. I have a blog or newsletter, and you can be a part of that by joining our community. I give you kind of the monthly, but I am actively working on sending more than that. And I can't even be honest if it's been monthly. There's been so much internal work going on, taking my full presence. But you can see my artwork. I'm actually working on a new piece right now. Got a piece right here next to me that is going to be in an art showing. My writings. So there's many, many ways to support. And if you would like to leave a donation for this transmission, for this space that was offered, I will leave the links below as well. I thank you so much. It's an honor, a blessing, and a privilege to be here, to be of service, and to be with you, helping us to remember just how miraculous and beautiful and worthy we really, really are. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. I love you. Bye.